Our next guest is the first Armenian to be elected to the City Council of Los Angeles. Councilman Krikorian, yesterday, so many of us here today heard your impassioned words at the end of the March for Justice. I would like to say, yes, Khachadur and Sera Nahigyan are very proud of you. We are all very proud of you for providing moral and compassionate leadership for the Armenian community and for all Angelinos. Abris, Marskit Dadar.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're gathered. It's a great privilege to be gathered here again today, not only on this centennial commemoration of our genocide, but on the 50th anniversary of the construction of this revered monument, the first monument to the Armenian Genocide in the United States of America. And I grew up in Los Angeles, and when this monument was built, I was a young child. And as I was growing up here, I can tell you, no one spoke outside of our community. No one spoke about the Armenian Genocide. When I would tell people that I was Armenian, my friends, most didn't even know that that was a real thing. They didn't know that there was such a place. They had never heard of our culture. They had certainly never heard of our genocide. But a few visionary leaders in our community thought that it was time that we educate. And so they came to the Montebello City Council and had the plan to build this monument, and took the steps necessary to bring this monument to all of us. And my friend Oshin Keshishin was just telling me this morning that when those visionary leaders had that idea to come forward with this monument, this will come as no surprise to anyone in this gathering, I'm sure, but they were threatened by Turks. We're used to being threatened by Turks. In the Montebello City Council that day, when they came for approval of this proposal, a Turk appeared to give comment and said, "If you build it, we will blow it up." 50 years later, this monument still stands. So it's a message that should not be lost on President Obama or the leaders in Congress or anyone else. We've heard Turkish threats before. But think of what's happened in those 50 years that have ensued. At a time, as I say, when people weren't really talking about the Armenian Genocide, this monument was built. First, we remembered. Then we organized. Then we educated, and yesterday we shook Los Angeles. Yesterday, the sounds of the feet of 100,000 people shook Los Angeles as much as any earthquake ever has. And people around the world noticed. People around the world saw what we did. People around the world joined with us in our cause, and it became their cause as well. And I hope you'll all agree with me that I feel as though this year has been different than all other years. This year, I feel that the world has joined us in a way they haven't before. We've always had great friends here, great friends like Adam Schiff and Judy Chu and Linda Sanchez and others in elected office who've come and joined with us on April 24th, and that friendship means the world to us. But even more important than that political friendship is the fact that the world has taken this cause into their soul as their own. We saw it at our cathedral. We saw it in the Vatican. We've seen it in the editorial pages of newspapers around the world. This cause has become not an Armenian cause, but a universal cause of human rights and of justice that all join in us.